in their three-point shooting that just too much over to overcome the line, more or less?
Yeah, we just obviously it felt like they were getting a pretty good look at a three almost the entire third quarter. Just not in a kind of variety of ways, but most of it was just getting in a rotation and not getting the ball, keeping the ball in front of us. You know, drive and kick game, and we just didn't do a good enough job of limiting that number. 50 is a big number to give up, right? And that's really the difference in the game is the three ball numbers. Yeah.
What led to the tough start for you guys?
I don't know. I think that you know, just some of the things from the games. I thought from the game in general. I thought the physicality on the ball. It didn't seem like we were being able to get into some of our stuff as easily as we would like to, or getting it run as crisply as we would like to. You know, it's not always easy coming off a back-to-back too. It took us a minute to get into the game a little bit. I think that we were again just giving up a little bit too much easy offense and dug ourselves a hole. But you know, at least we hung in there. Thought some guys came in and gave us a spark and fought back in it even late. I thought it looked like we got back into the game and just kind of had a sequence of plays where we took it in traffic and didn't come away with a basket, and they would get a breakout or an and one or a three at the other end and kind of reopened up the game.
Seemed like Derek White in particular did a bunch of those.
Yeah. I thought he was very good tonight, very efficient in everything he did. It felt like he had a lot more than 5 assists too, because he was driving in there and making tough shots or making semi-tough shots. The floater looked like it's not that easy a shot, and he was making it look easy, right? And then I thought he was firing out. They must have been making one more pass out of some of his, because he was drawing a lot of the initial paint touches for them. Yeah.
Guys giving a spark off the bench. Is Jaden earning the chance at some more minutes going forward?
Yeah, he probably is, Tim. I think that he certainly did everything he could possibly do in his minutes tonight, right? And still got to learn a lot of what's going on with this team. I think that maybe on a night like tonight, when it is a back-to-back, that we look at some fresh bodies, just because, and learn. I think that we do have some guys that we probably count on regularly, but there's a heavy schedule and all that kind of stuff. It might be a good idea to just try different rotations on back-to-backs. Yeah.
Seemed like in the fourth quarter, you got Joel and Tyree specifically were kind of targeting Sam Hauser on switching and isolation. Do you feel like the strategy kind of got too diluted into that?
Well, we did it like 3 straight possessions, right? I think that Tyrese got buckets on the first 2, and again, that was kind of. And then the next play, we didn't quite get it run. And again, that to me was a little bit of the difference of the game. I think that again, they just kind of physically pushed us off of some of those area. Both guys were just shoving us out further and further, and we couldn't get into the execution of it to even get the switch on the third one, right? And then we got away from it. So it was 2 for 3, so it's not super heavily diluted, but felt the same thing a little bit, that okay, that was enough of that, and let's get back to some other actions.
That was obviously Covington's best offensive game since he's come in with you. Are you seeing him get more comfortable just as the games and the days go by?
Well, I think he certainly provided some offense tonight. I think he's capable of it. I really liked he was on the glass. I thought he was making a real conscious effort to get us some extra possessions there. We're going to need some of his perimeter shooting. Right, he got everything inside the line. We're going to need some of his perimeter shooting, but he was certainly an effective weapon out there tonight.
How much do you think Joel's hip soreness is affecting him?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything to me about it. I think that again, it's still pretty early in the year, and he's playing some pretty good minutes. And again, that's 3 games in 4 nights where we've had to battle pretty hard.